It is Thermomix Thursday, and this is becoming one of my favourite days of the week. I am making a chicken stock paste today, and it's amazing. This is what I love about the Thermomix, is that I get to use up scrap veggies and things that I possibly would normally throw out and put it into a veggie stock paste or a chicken stock or a beef stock. So I'm just about running out of my my chicken stock, so that's what I'm making today. But I just wanted to tell you a quick story. Yesterday morning, actually, my son, not yesterday morning, but my son has just bought a new car, and he is so excited about it. He's like, "Mum, come and have a look at my car." And I was excited for him. I'm not a car person. A car is like a means to an end. It gets me places, but I'm not like, oh, amazing. I couldn't actually really care less. But he was like, come for a drive with me. And he was so excited about it. And so I'm excited for him, right? And then yesterday morning, I was in the kitchen and I was putting a slow cooking cheese and steak mixture on for pies. And I had a smile on my face, and I was titivating because I was creating my own recipe. And he's like, the Thermomix is your new car, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, I'm so excited, even 3 months later, that about my Thermomix. He goes, Mum, if you slam the door on my new car, then I'm going to slam the lid on your Thermomix. And he was like, and I'm like, okay, got it, that deal. And so I just thought it was a really cool analogy that he, that comparison that he made. So let me get into the chicken stock paste. Because that's what we're making. If you've just joined me, I'm using up scraps, I'm using up stuff from the garden, and I'm creating my own chicken stock paste, which I normally, just store in a container like this in the fridge. It's running low, so that's why I'm making some more. And you can make your own chicken stock, right? But what I found was that I would have it in the fridge, and then I would never use it that much, and then it would end up going off. So that's why I love having the pastes, because then you just put like a teaspoon or a tablespoon into your whatever you're making, your curries, your soups, anything that you're making, and it is so super easy. So I will bring you down. Actually, I just wanted to, you may have seen 7 Sharp last night. The average household wastes $1,500 of scraps and food going off and throwing out food a year. I've actually heard it is $50 per week, which equates to $2,500. This machine is $2,500. And you can imagine the savings that you would make. And I'm going to tell you about the price rise that is coming early July at the end. So just think about the possibilities. Even though it's that investment now, you will save that in your first year. And what you can create in this is incredible. Okay, I think you get how excited I am. Right, let me just spin. No, I've tightened that too much. Okay, can you see? Oh, that's all I had to do. Right, so I'm going up into here. This is my main screen. I'm going into Cookadoo, which is the online recipe cookbook. So I'm putting in chicken paste. Okay, and I'm searching, and it's just going to come up here on screen, and chicken stock paste. I can scroll down, and I can see all the ingredients and what my preparation is, but it's all touch screen, so I'm just going to start cooking, and it's going to tell me to place I'm tearing that, so that's on 0, and I've got my chicken here, and it's slightly partially frozen, 320 grams, doesn't matter. Next, it says insert your measuring cup into your lid. Next, and we're doing 5 seconds at speed 7. So I'm just flicking that around to speed 7. So what that's doing is it's mincing it. Okay, touch the screen to get rid of that noise. You can see it has minced it. So you can, any meats you can mince. Okay, so then I'm going next. and I need to transfer it to I'm just going to put it back onto this plate, because then I need to chop my vegetables, which I've got all prepared. And it comes with this special spatula, which doesn't, it doesn't get cut up by the blades like normal spatulas do with a food processor. Okay, see, it's still looking absolutely brand new. And you can imagine how much of a workout this food processor has had, this spatula has had. Okay, so now I'm adding my veggies. So I've got onion, garlic, the bottoms of the celery. I've got some daikon radish that's been in the fridge for a while, and some spring onions out of the garden. Okay, so I've got about 350 grams there. I'm going next, fresh herbs. I've only got oregano and thyme. And so you can use, the amazing thing is, you just use what you've got. You don't have to follow the recipe specifically. Insert measuring cup, and we're going to chop those. So 10 seconds. It tells me exactly what to do. It is for dummies. So 10 seconds, because that's your time. This is your temperature, no temperature, and we're doing a speed 5. So it's kind of like, it's not grinding them too much. I don't know if you can hear the sound, but it's actually really, really quiet. So then I'm scraping down the sides with my spatula. So I'll show you what that looks like. See? That was 5 seconds, or 7 seconds, or something like that. Okay, next. I'm adding 150 grams of rock salt. Now you might think that that's quite a lot, but this is your natural preservative. And so it makes it last for months in the fridge. And because you're only using like a teaspoon or a tablespoon in a recipe, then you are, it's very, very not as concentrated. Does that make sense? And also, if a recipe calls for added salt and pepper, I don't put it, pepper I do, salt I don't put it in, okay? So that's our rock salt. We want some white wine. It's measuring. I'm not using any extra cups or, measuring cups or measuring spoons. It's all in here. I had to say to my husband this morning, Kent, I need some white wine. So he bought me up so that's 120 grams. He bought me up a bottle of white wine. I'm not much of a drinker, so I didn't want to use a really expensive bottle that might have been in the downstairs. So a bay leaf, next whole clove, and some coriander seeds. The reserved minced chicken. Now you're not. Okay, so then it tells me what to do. That's why it's so easy for kids, because it just tells you, or husbands, or anyone. It tells me, put my simmering basket on top instead of your measuring cup. Next. And then we're going to cook it for 25 minutes at Varoma, which is the highest heat. That's all set, and then I've got to go to 2. Okay, so you're not going to hang around for 25 minutes. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But that is my chicken stock that is on the go. I am now hands-free. I'm now going to get my lunch and, do what I want to do. So if you have been thinking, so when that finishes, I'm then just going to blend it and then put it in a jar and let it cool and put it in the fridge. So if you're thinking about getting a Thermomix, now is the time. We've just heard that the price rise is coming. It's going up by $200 by early July. So and I'm thinking around the 3rd or 4th of July. So if you want to book a online demo or an in-person demo, I'll come to your house and show you how this actually works and how it can save you time, it can save you money, it can get your inspiration back in the kitchen. It's really good for your health. so many reasons why this Thermomix will be ideal for you. So if you want to, just reach out to me and we can have a chat. And if I've had people who are buying now because they want to get in, and then we're organising the demo after it's arrived, so you can do that too. So I will post my buy now link in the comments box below, and you will be good to go. But honestly, just reach out and let's have a chat. Right, I'm off to have some lunch. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.